A very good morning to you and compliments of the season. How are you? Today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. Okay, and today is the 22nd day. Yes, 22nd day of the month of December. I love it when it gets to 20. A whole lot of things starts happening. The last starts getting ready. The moon starts running off. And a whole lot of things, you know now. The things that accompany the last days of the month. Welcome indeed. My name is Ijama Uche. If you settle down very well, we're going to bring you press review as the first lineup this morning in our Good Morning Anambra. Okay, welcome again. It is press review, and joining me this morning to look at what the papers are saying is Sir Jerry Obodo. Sir Jerry Obodo, good morning to you.
Good morning, IJ. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Anambra. May peace of Christ continue to abide with us this Yuletide season in Jesus' name.
Amen. Compliments of the season, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Okay, welcome again. Now, let's start looking at what is making the rounds in our website this morning. The first story there says IGP Baba visits Soludo, reassures of tackling security challenges in Southeast. Yuletide. Anambra State government directs masquerades, bar owners to stay clear of highways and major roads. Mrs. Soludo urges women to participate actively in cervical cancer screening and treatment program. Anambra State Assembly Committee on Works commenced quality of works on Abagana Nimo Road in Jikoka Council area. Well, we really have a lot coming from our website this morning. Okay, Baba was here yesterday. That's the IGP was there and assured of tackling of course, he assured our governor of tackling security challenges in the southeast. And when you talk of these challenges, I think it's getting worse by the day. If you hear what's going on in Ebonyi, what's going on in Enugu, Anambra, Imo, a whole lot of things. It does appear Abia is calm more than other states. Or what do you say of them?
Yeah, you know, the thing is costing a lot of for the citizens of these various states. The IGP, most times they vow, they reassure, but it doesn't end there. The action speaks louder than voice or words. So we want to see that put into action. Especially the Ebonyi State, Enugu State, these guys seems to be having a field day. So the IGP should quickly, mobilize and take the war to their domain, their hideouts, their bushes, the spot places, and deal with them, so that people will sleep with their two eyes closed. Anambra State is there, but not as Ebonyi and Enugu State. But also, they should make sure that people sleep with their two eyes closed this Yuletide period. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Do we need? Okay, let's go on. Yuletide, Anambra State government directs masquerades bar owners to stay clear of highways and major roads. hitherto it used to be masquerades and everybody blocking the roads, and we know the kind of things that happen here during Christmas period, that people like coming home to celebrate with their loved ones. And when you get out there, to move from Abagana to Enugu will become a serious problem. Then try to go to Nobi and all the rest of places. There will be a lot of traffic jam. So how do you see this directive?
The directive is a right step in the right direction. It's a welcome development. I implore the Igwes of various communities, the town union leaders, executives, to please make sure that this directive is followed to a logical conclusion. By this I mean, let the masquerades operate at the designated areas, especially where they call the squares or whatever, or field or whatever, but not on the highways, major roads. It causes a lot of gridlocks, a lot of accidents, and sometimes they can passers-by, and this results to a lot of
even hurt people on the way.
Yes, a lot of
mostly after the young girls, hitting them and all the rest of this. I know when we were much younger, they would just, when you come out to watch the masquerades, they will just, chase you somehow and then watch you run. That's what they enjoy. But they won't hit you. These days they hit.
They hit. And even, people get wounded with their, what they are doing with cane and all that. So let the town union executives, the Igwes, make sure that this is taken to the bank, that they operate at designated areas, not on the highways and the major roads. Let the ATMA people, FRC, and all the agencies make sure that this is taken up.
All right, Mrs. Soludo urges women to participate actively in cervical cancer screening treatment program. I think it started when it started 20th. Okay, the screening thing is going to run for 6 months. I was at the lodge yesterday while she was admonishing the women that this cervical cancer destroys families, especially women these days, that they should do it, make it a point of duty to make sure that you are screened. The screening is free and a whole lot of things that comes with it. And then even if you are diagnosed of cancer, the treatment is still free. Okay, so that's what the First Lady of Anambra State is telling you.
Commend their efforts.
Oh, yes.
And the partners for that. Let the citizens utilize this opportunity. Go for tests. It's free. Even treatment is free. What else can the woman do? Oh, yes. Is doing a very good charitable job.
Okay, Anambra State. My website this morning, Anambra State Assembly Committee on Works commence quality of work on Abagana Nimo Road. Okay, you are from Abagana. Have you seen that road? What's going on there?
Yeah, the road was abandoned before this administration came up.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank God that Soludo, has taken it up again and is running. I commend the work so far done, but even the works committee discovered some areas that they are not doing well. So let them go there and make sure that they do a good job there, so that the road will last at least 20 years, as the governor is talking about. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's now go to the papers. We'll have a whole lot of them today, but let's see how far we can go with the papers available here. Daily Sun is the first paper, and beside the net template, I have IGP declares war on government in the Southeast. I think we have seen that story, but let's look at the writers. It says, end of criminals masquerading as freedom fighters near. Troops raid IPOB stroke. ESN camps in Ebonyi and Enugu. I hope somebody will not just come out and tell us that it's not, but that's what we usually say. And when they do this thing, they say it's IPOB, and IPOB will always say that this is not who we are. Yeah. Okay, but let's move on. CBN bows to pressure, increases withdrawal limits. This one is the banner headline on the Daily Sun. With the rider there, individual now 500,000 weekly, corporate 5 million. Voila, this country is very, very difficult to govern, I tell you. Okay, we are thinking that we'll get it right with the first withdrawal limit, but this time, okay. The NSCDC uncovers plots to attack INEC facilities with a rider there, put state commandants on alert. It's ploy to scuttle poll, says PDP. Okay, let's move to another paper before we start talking. National Star, the new National Star is our next paper. The banner headline there, as a wrestler, I don't mingle with pigs, Tinubu Towns Atiku. I think we saw the story yesterday. So let's move on. The Punch newspaper. Fuel scarcity, depots dry up, Nigerians face Black Christmas. This is very scary. Let's look at the riders, please. Fuel queues worsen in Lagos, others. Marketers blame supply shortage. Interstate commercial drivers, passengers bemoan high cost of fuel and fares. Filling stations closed down over unavailability of petrol. Nogasa laments. A whole lot of wahala here and there, and when they're available, they are sold at throat-cut prices. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at Daily Independent before we start talking now. The banner headline there, Buhari seeks restructuring of 22.7 trillion ways and means advances. What does that mean? Buhari seeks restructuring of 22.7 trillion naira ways and means advances. Okay. With a rider there, wants National Assembly to okay 819.5 billion naira supplementary budget. How many months to go? How many months to go? Okay, $1.96 billion Eastern Rail Corridor no longer visible. Federal government. Why? Because they built the second Niger Bridge. Okay, we're going to look at that. 2 APC supporters dead as Omo Agege's campaign boat capsizes in Delta. Very pathetic. Protest rocks Abuja as CSOs warn DSS against plots on Emefiele. Of course, he has given them what they want, so everybody will relax now. The court orders interim for future of 899.900, 15 properties recovered from ex-AGF Idris. Troops raid IPOB, ESN Capo. I've seen that story. Okay, so let's get back to Daily Sun and look at that story beside the name template, IGP declaring war on government, but we have seen that in our website. What I want us to look at is this, the camps in the Ebonyi state that was raided by the police or the joint team. Okay?
Yeah, like I've already stated from the website, ABS website, the security agencies, including the police, should take the war to the camps, the hideouts, soft spots, and deal with them there. You don't wait for them to come and attack, then go and you start looking for them. No, it's it's not kinetic or not kinetic. Use the non-kinetic and go to the place where they are and deal with them. That means they will, they will either be killed or they run away from the place.
I see. Okay.
So that's the thing.
Okay, let's look at the banner headline. CBN bows to pressure, increases withdrawal limits. It hasn't been easy for Emefiele over the week. He will be directed by DSS and then he will be directed by the National Assembly. He has been summoned several times to come and talk on the withdrawal limit. And I think he tried to explain to them that this is to checkmate the flow of cash in the in circulation, and then to encourage, cashless economy, whereby if you buy something you can transfer. Why do you think the National Assembly is fighting this? After all, he told them, I don't want any money in circulation so that you don't get enough cash to start sharing, buying votes and all the rest of things. Okay, as in Andy Bosina, itikata mwa ibekali onye mmadụ munare. I suspect beg not the kwaguma bulo you know.
You are right in your allusions. But in economics, you have merits and demerits. Where merits, is more or higher than the demerits, you have a gain. You have gains there. So the policy that is thrown up by Emefiele, the merits is more advantageous than the merits. But the problem with him and his team is that they did not have enough room for letting the people know this is this policy, what you intend to achieve. So we have a target of this. He just came up and threw up this. So it threw people off balance. So
I think what he was trying to prevent
is a good project and policy.
Yeah, I think what he was trying to prevent is exactly what is happening now. Not giving you enough time for you to tackle this financial policy that he brought to table. Okay, that's exactly what he's facing now. He wanted to take everybody by surprise because he knows the kind of country the kind of system we operate in this country. That once you bring it out for debate, they will kill it. Because it's the same people that are targeted that are going to debate for this. And look at what they have done. They have pushed that guy into a corner now.
Yeah, but it's still good to campaign for a policy you want to introduce. Let the people know what the policy is all about. Let the people buy into it.
You think they don't know?
No, most of them. Okay, but then, like I said, my concern mainly is not, the money that is there in circulation or not. The concern is it targeted to make the difference between Naira and dollar to improve?
Yeah, it will strengthen. Definitely, it will strengthen Naira. Look at what happened when he brought out that policy that deposit what you have because very soon we're going to redesign the Naira. And look at the kind of money that they pushed out. Okay, yeah. So and these are the things. I mean, some of the things that caused the problem of this Naira devaluation and a whole lot of things.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Like I said, it's a very good policy, but you should have given it more room for campaigning to let the people know why you want to do it.
All right, let's move on. NSDC uncovers plot to attack INEC facilities. There are some of these things, there's some of these security details, intels that is not expected to flow out. Okay, put state commandants on alert, exploit to scuttle poll, and these things have been happening. So if you know what to do, if you get the intel, work against it so that it doesn't happen. Or will you always tell us this and then it will still happen? So who do we suspect?
Yeah.
No, they can okay, papa your papa so why the amoma if the person open nobody farm
you know, sometimes when you hear stories that is coming out from the country security agencies and all that, you begin to wonder if they are serious, because the INEC offices are very sensitive a place. The work they are into is very, very risky, and you know that people will always target it. So why do you leave the place barren? If you go to the offices, there's no security agencies securing the place, waiting for the place to be attacked before they now
and then the send somebody there.
So
not being proactive. That's what
no
you have been
sense
saying.
At all.
Not being
proactive. Let the IGP and his other sister or mother agencies deploy securities to the various locations of INEC office. You have to be proactive. Not when they attack you begin to do this hogwash approach or start chasing.
Okay, let's move on. The Punch newspaper is an expert fuel scarcity, depots dry up, Nigerians face bleak Christmas. A whole lot of stories accompany this fuel scarcity. What do we do to alleviate the sufferings of the masses? Because that's just where it's going to end at the end of the day.
The government is very insensitive to the plight of the masses. this matter should have been nipped in the bud if the government is very sensitive and responsible. They promised the citizens that the refineries will start working again when they come into office. And what we have here, none of them is working. The subsidy removal is still there. Who are benefiting from it? So that's why it has placed Nigerians to a near perpetual, suffering. How can you take your crude oil to another country, refine, and bring in with the dollar exchange? The tendency is that since the difference between the two are very wide, your fuel will be high. But if they are refining it in Nigeria, the prices will go down. And also, can't you allow the private sector to come in? This is what brought about.
The private sector is coming out. Did you hear that Dangote is building a refinery in Lagos?
Is he the only private sector man? It's going to be a monopoly as well. Throw the thing open. Look at what happened in the communication sector, done by former President Obasanjo. Don't you see how these phones and whatever came to almost at nothing? So, like I said, the federal government is highly insensitive, not sincere, not hearkening to the voices and plight of the Nigerians. If a government that is responsible and sensitive comes in 2023, they will tackle this thing, and I can tell you, within 1 year, 2 years, this matter will be a thing of the past.
All right, thank you very much. $1.96 billion Eastern Railway corridor no longer visible, coming from the federal government. And I asked a question when I read that thing, why is it no longer visible? Is it because they have just given us, what do you call it?
The second Niger Bridge.
Second Niger Bridge, which of course there are so many political analysts are saying that it was built in a hurry, and it was a kind of short-changing the initial plan, master plan of that place, because the initial master plan was that the ship will be batting in that place, and this one they have brought it that no ship can cross it, and then after doing that they shut the Eastern Railway. What's about that? Yeah. We're not qualified to have the two?
Yeah, no, I've stated that in other media that the federal government has not shown good faith with the people of the Southeast. Those rails have been done in the north, in the west, some other places, but now to the Southeast, they're saying it's not feasible. Why is it not feasible? Why not the northern and western side not visible? Even to the extent that the rail also went to, is it Chad or Niger? Why not in your own country?
To Niger. Okay, Niger. But where I'm looking at it, because we're just here asking questions, but there are people that we elected to go there and represent us, to ask questions and fight for our own rights. What are they saying about this? What are they saying about this? Okay, what about the minister, the Minister for Transportation? Yes, that is from this side of the world. Okay, and he's the one that has been championing the building of these railways from one point to another, even outside the country, and he hasn't been able to attract one down to this place. So sometimes when you say federal government, what about your people that you have elected to go there and represent you and be your own mouthpiece?
Our own people too have not helped matters. It looks like when they are given an appointment, they just be there, yes sir, amen, or what in the fella's language follows. So they don't speak well for the interests of the people too. Amechi himself, at one point in time, claim that he's not from the Southeast or Igbo or whatever. So the thing is that our own people too are not.
If it's not from the Southeast, is there any road that is linking Lagos to his own place or linking Kano to his own place that will not cross here? But that's by the way.
The problem now.
That's by the way. Let's move on. We saw the story here. Why I'm not campaigning for Buhari, for Tinubu. This one is coming from Buhari. Why I am not campaigning. I didn't read that story, of course, but we just saw that one. And of course, some people have noticed that he's not campaigning, but Tinubu campaigned for him. That he's not campaigning for the presidential candidate of his political party. And if he's not, what's the implication of that? Is it to confirm what the insinuation people have been having that they may not really want to hand over to the South? So, because of course we saw what happened when Tinubu emerged as the presidential candidate. Most of the APC big shots moved over to PDP to support Atiku. Is it still this regional politics that we are playing in this country?
Yeah, it's actually part of it, but not entirely. You know, these guys, these Northerners, they know what they want. They define what they want. What they want is to still hold on to power, because they know that with power you can do a lot of things. But our people, that's why you see them rallying around to political parties of interest. But our people have not understood that, you know. So that's why you have discordant tones here and there. That is one. Two is that they want to give Tinubu a chance to do his thing. After all, he's not the presidential candidate anymore. Tinubu is the one. So that may be another thing. But from time to time, he also makes statement and comment in favor of his own presidential candidate, that is Ahmed Tinubu. So that's the way I look at it.
Okay, we move. This banner headline, we have seen it on the, this day newspaper, but I think there's another angle too. It's Emefiele, British parliamentarian, 6 independent institutions ahead of 2023 elections. Okay, judging from what is going on, the interference of the DSS to the financial institution, the hem of financial institution in Nigeria, and then that of the National Assembly, and the protest that is rocking Abuja now from the CSOs going on. And then a British parliamentarian is also saying that we are having all these problems because our financial institution is not independent of the other arms of government. The arms of government, the executive and the legislatures. And that before 2023 election could be a reality, that's need for us to have very strong institutions so that you can be able to say that this is what it is, not listening or not taking orders from anywhere.
They are right. In advanced climes, that is the way it is. You have separation of powers. You have the executive, legislature, and judiciary working independently for a common goal or for common interest, but not one other trying to usurp the powers of the other. That's what the point they are making there. The judiciary should have their independency, should have their finance coming to them directly from the budget, not going to the executive begging for funds, and who pays the pipe or two or something.
Oh yes, so that's exactly what I have said here. I think this week we talked about that. That's how do we know, we are asking questions, how do we make our institutions very strong? And then we started looking at how possible it is when we have all the heads of the institution being appointed by the executives, the CBN, the INEC, all of them that are heading all those powerful institutions that determine the future of this country are being appointed by the executives. So how do you now not pay allegiance to your boss that appointed you. Okay, so based on that, how do we select these people that will head this institution, devoid of the executives and the legislation, so that you will be independent indeed? When you say that this institution is independent, it will be independent indeed. You don't answer to anybody, except when you violate the constitution, you face it. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Maybe possibly that will be thrown open for people to apply. Most like this INEC national chairman should be thrown open. Let the people apply. Then a committee will be set up to interview them and know the capable hands that can run the jobs, so that it will not be a one-man thing, one man appointing. And once you are appointed, there's a tendency that you always lean to the person in order to do his biddings.
All right, thank you. Let's look at the rest of the papers as we get set to go. The Guardian newspaper, CBN backtracks, increases weekly cash withdrawals. Of course, we're seeing that story. Biden, Zelensky meets in Washington. Okay, the next paper is the Daily Trust. The Daily Trust newspaper, troops kill scores of IPOB terrorists in Enugu and Ebonyi. With some riders there, uncover decomposing bodies. DSS arrests masterminds of Imo INEC attacks. And then NSCDC uncovers dangerous group in security uniforms. This is deadly. How did we get to where we are today, please? It's so scary. Very, very scary. Okay? CBN raises individual cash withdrawal. Okay, we have seen that story. What do we have down here? 2023 Hajj, COVID-19 test removed as Nigeria gets 95,000 slots. Okay, you don't no longer test for COVID-19. I will survive this nation. Okay, and then the last paper this morning is the Nation newspaper. How Blue Light Rail will benefit Lagos by Sanwo-Olu. How Blue Light Rail will benefit Lagos. Why they're saying that of the East is no longer visible. Okay, the riders there say test running of project begins, and then Buhari to kick off phase 2 in January. Yeah, none is down here. All right, CBN raises weekly. We have seen the story. And then APC challenges PDP on plus to do out 2023 elections. And INEC admits seeming overvoting in Osun and a whole lot of things. I hope we're not going to tell us this kind of story in 2023. Let's get it right. That's the most important thing. Okay, so we have seen the stories, the truths, killing scores of IPOB and a whole lot of things. I think the last story we have not seen is this, the one that is here. APC challenges PDP on plus to derail 2023 elections. Okay, who is challenging who? What's going on? PDP said it's APC. APC said, and sometimes they say it's the obedience that want to score to. So what about the institution? What about INEC? Have they been able to do what they're supposed to do? Secure their facilities and make sure that the beavers will work, that everything, the network, if possible, import network and make it available that day so that we don't have stories to tell. Okay? You don't start this blame game. It's so early.
Yeah, the politicians will always do their gimmicks. But the eye will be on the ball. The INEC eye is on the ball. The statement that has come out from their quarters has shown that they really want to give Nigerians an election that could be seen to be free and fair. They've stuck to their gun that it's going to be beavers, electronic transfers, and all that. The politicians were kicking against that, the National Assembly and all that. But they stuck to their gun. And
what about security? It's going to be one of the things that's going to hinder this election. Have they made provision for proper security for people to move around and make them,
Yeah, that's what I said initially, being proactive by the IGP and the other security agencies should be proactive to make sure that they deploy the security agencies to the appropriate places before and during the election, so that people will go out and cast their vote, and their vote will count. Nigerians are, they are just suffering and smiling, that Fela would like to say. They are suffering and smiling, but I can tell you they are going through a lot, And by the grace of God, with INEC, eye on the ball, we can get it right this time. And if you get this right this time, these, gargantuan problems we are having now will be near solved. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Jerry Obodo. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. That's where I'm going to draw the curtain on press review today, the 22nd day of the month of December 2022. We still have tomorrow to run for the week because it's a weekly event. It's work days from Monday to Friday. Okay? So, thank you. Compliments of the season. My name is Ijoma. Thank you, sir.
It's my honor. Happy Christmas to you guys over there.
All right, stand by for the next segment of the program this morning.